Hello and welcome to the Personal Assessment Interview Training, PAI for short, for those of us at Hult. My name is Darina and I work for the Enrollment Office in London. I have been at Hult now for over 11 years, so plenty of experience interviewing hundreds and hundreds of students to be able to give you lots of top tips on how to do a great interview. But before I dig into that, I want to extend a warm welcome and a big thank you for helping us out. It is incredible to see how many students are applying to Hult these days, increasing year on year, so much so that now we need your help to come and join the task force of interviewers. So big warm welcome, a big thank you, and looking forward to working with you. So what does a PAI, personal assessment interview, look like? As the name suggests, it's all about finding out about their personal backgrounds. We have their applications already. We've got all their documents, their test scores, and we now need to know that practical side of a student. Just like Hult is practical, we're looking to see how practical they are and all the experiences that they're going to bring with them to campus. Typically, an interview will last 30 to 45 minutes. This is going to include reading the documents, personal statement, CV, maybe check out their LinkedIn, making a few notes, maybe some questions that you'd really love to ask from anything that you have seen. Our applications managers will send you the interview form link, any documents that you might need, their name, student ID, and the region that they are from. Then, of course, once you have that conversation with them, we're going to set some expectations for the student. Firstly, a quick introduction from you. Where are you heading from? What is your career looking like right now? What did you study at Hult? And then let them know what's about to happen. How long is the interview going to be? What are you expecting from them? Tell them that we want lots of examples, lots of storytelling. We all know we love stories at Hult. You've seen our LinkedIn, our brochures, our Instagram stories. We want to know as much from them as possible. And in return, we will give them as much from us as we get from them. And that means lots of stories from you, everything about your experiences at Hult as well. Why do you love this school so much? And anything that you can remember from your time with us. Now, let's see what the form looks like. There will be 10 questions in total, of which you will ask 6. And so I'm going to just bring up the form so I can just show you what that is going to look like. Little bit of a show and tell, if you will. Okay, so this is our personal assessment interview form. As I mentioned, just a few details to fill out at the beginning there. Quick introduction for you as a reminder of what we expect, and also an explanation to the candidate of what we expect from them as well. Now, our 3 categories are innovative instinct, global and growth and global mindset, and of course, a contribution to an international cohort. From these 3 sections, you will choose 1 question out of the 3 that you can see there and rate them at the end. Right, so we all know innovative instinct. We want students that are creative, they're entrepreneurially minded, they have maybe worked on a business challenge, they're thinking outside of the box, finding solutions to problems. That is what we mean by innovative instinct. Growth and global mindset. So this is something about growth and improvement. We want people who are hungry to learn, open for new opportunities. They're very curious. Remember that at Hult, we're constantly giving feedback to our peers. We're receiving feedback from them and our professors as well. We're getting out of our comfort zones constantly, traveling to different campuses. So what do our candidates have already that they can tell us that have given them that experience already? A contribution to an international cohort. Obviously, at Hult, with over 150 nationalities, we are constantly being surrounded by everybody from all over the world. And this is so useful for the soft skill development of communication, leadership development, understanding how to deal with different nationalities, particularly in those teams, as you will remember, where you are never with your own nationality and background. It is the most diverse school environment that maybe they've never experienced before, but they may have experienced different ways of being in an international environment. Be it perhaps in their academics, they met some international people in their projects that they did. Maybe they had an internship in a particularly global office environment. Maybe they did some travel abroad, like a gap year or something like that. And this is an opportunity to ask about those team settings and that global setting that they found themselves in before. Again, rating them at the end there too. Now, this last section on commitment, these 3 questions should all be answered. So please make sure to answer all 3 of them. The first being that, of course, Hult is a big commitment. It is a 1-year program most of the time, unless you're doing the dual degree for 18 months. But it is very intense. It is a lot of teamwork. It is a lot of face-to-face. It is a lot of presentations, group assignments, projects, etc. How do they think they will be successful in this program? Not only is it a time investment, it is also a financial investment. In this section, we're really looking to see if a candidate has thought about a financial plan. They might not have the full plan in place already. They might be applying to loans. They might still be thinking about scholarships. That's okay, as long as they have thought about how they're going to do this. Remember that many of these students are going to be traveling far and wide from their home countries. So not only is it the tuition fees, it's the housing, it's the living as well. In some places, you know, when doing the visa process, for example, you will have to show that those finances ahead of time. So we just want to know, are they prepared? If not, let's help them. We do have the enrollment team here to guide them as well through the scholarship application process. We've got local loans that we are working with. So if a student doesn't seem to know exactly what the plan is, please direct them back to their enrollment advisor so we can help them, sit down with them and work out a personalized plan with them. Any questions that they may ask should be directed back to the enrollment advisor if you do not know the answer. The last question is, of course, about commitment to securing their seat at Hult. Particularly at this time of year in the spring, as I record this video, campuses will soon be filling up, and we don't want to be waiting too long for students to come back to us and secure their seats. Also, as you will remember, the enrollment process does work pretty quickly, so they will expect to have an answer very shortly after their interview and after all their documents have been submitted. Here, we want to know, are they ready for that? Are they ready to hear back from us a week or so from now and to secure their seats and move forward with the next steps? Because we'd love to have that if they are accepted. And last but not least, that 7th question is for you, the interviewer. Would you collaborate with this person in class? Would you be in a group setting, doing a presentation perhaps, maybe collaborating on a company case study in campus? This is for you to put your feedback at the end as well. Then the total score will be added up here at the end, and hopefully the candidate will receive something above a 10. Anything below a 10 will unfortunately be rejected. What we ask is that please that you check that you have filled in all the scores before you submit the form, okay? Because if you do miss anything out and it comes back below a 10, it will be automatically rejected. Things to remember when scoring, students do get very nervous. They might stumble, they might forget the examples that they were planning to use, and that's okay. We should not judge them for that. We can always return to a question if they're not ready for it. Remember that also a lot of students are not using their first language. So I have full expectations that they might not know exactly how to communicate that and be translating things in their head as they go. So let's give them a little bit of leeway there as well. The total score will be added up, and once you submit that form, will be sent back to the application manager. We would love to hear your feedback afterwards as well, so please feel free to respond to the application manager and tell us what you thought of the candidate. Some top tips: check out their LinkedIn, find some specific things to ask them about, maybe some accolades that they forgot to include in their CV that you can ask them about. Don't forget to put the student at ease. We want them to succeed and not be too nervous. Don't forget to introduce yourself, as we mentioned, and tell them exactly why you love Hult and any experiences that you have had. That is all. Just had to check if I had any slides. That is all from us for the interview training. But please do feel free to reach out to application managers directly for any top tips, any kind of information that you might need additionally if you feel that you are missing any. And of course, feel free to contact me as well. You'll see my email that is in the box of the video here. And you can find me on LinkedIn as well as any social medias, I guess. Thank you so much again for taking some interviews for us. Best of luck and hopefully lots of success ahead. Thank you so much and have a great day.